Ah, the GM F-Body. With Ford announcing the release of the Mustang in 1964, creating the first pony car, GM had to come up with a competitor to the ultra-popular offering from Ford. In 1967, with Mercury's introduction of their luxury-oriented Mustang-based Cougar, GM introduced the F-Body cars. Only two vehicles would utilize this platform, and they would be in the form of the Chevrolet Camaro and the Pontiac Firebird. Despite being heralded as an American muscle car in brochures, all fourth-generation Firebirds were built at the Centauret's plant in Quebec. And what we are looking at today is a really nice example of the fourth and final generation of Firebird. Just a V6 model, this convertible is nicely equipped, and at a glance to the left shows the original pricing of this vehicle. Full options list is in the description box below. This Firebird is painted in pewter metallic, and it features a white cloth top with the convertible only Arctic white over dark pewter Prado leather interior. And while 1999 is indeed the 30th anniversary of the Firebird, and this car does feature the 30th anniversary branding on the floor mats inside, this is not an official 30th anniversary car. Overall, however, with just under 68,000 miles on the clock, this 21-year-old car has only traveled an average of 3,200 miles per year, and it really does show. And while Pontiac offered several performance-oriented Firebird Formula and Trans Am models, including the Ultimate Firehawk, this is, none of them. All Firebirds and F-Bodies in general are rear-wheel drive, and this car is equipped with a GM L36 3.8-liter 3800 Series 2 231 cubic inch displacement overhead valve V6. It features cast iron block and head construction with sequential fuel injection, glass-reinforced nylon intake manifolds, and air induction, with a 9:4 compression ratio. It creates 200 horsepower at 5,200 RPM, 225 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. It is good for 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.1 seconds, with a 0 to 100 mile per hour time reached in 23.4 seconds. Quarter mile was reached in 15.5 seconds at 86.9 miles per hour, with top speed estimated to 120 miles per hour. And fuel economy was never a strong suit for these cars, but the V6 was better than the V8 offerings for sure. For the 1999 model year, the Firebird received an upgraded non-metallic 16.8 US gallon fuel capacity and consumes 5.6 gallons per 100 miles driven, with an estimated total driving range of approximately 336 miles. EPA fuel economy figures are 17 miles per gallon city, 26 miles per gallon highway, with 20 miles per gallon combined. And while a 5-speed manual transmission was standard on the V6 models, this car features the $815 optional GM Turbo Hydromatic 4L60E 4-speed automatic with manual shift capability and a 3:6 axle ratio. The fourth and final generation was introduced in 1993 and utilized the same platform rather than the clean sheet design until the end of the production run and cancellation in 2002. Since Pontiac was ultimately discontinued and dissolved in 2009, no new Firebird companion would accompany the 2010 Camaro, which was revived after a 7-year layoff. Exterior styling is based heavily upon the Banshee 4 from 1988. Around the rear of the car, the Firebird uses taillights that are typical Pontiac for that time frame. Large flowing light housings are organically styled around the rear fascia of the vehicle with all red lenses and black honeycomb diffusers. Reverse lamps are circular and reside in gloss black plastic that frame the branding plate. This car features standard dual exhaust included with the performance package. Along the profile, especially with the top down, the car sits low to the ground with a wheelbase of 101.1 inches and an overall length of 193.4 inches. Bodies were constructed of composite materials with front fenders and fascias of reaction injection molded plastics, and doors, roof, hatch, and trunk lids of sheet molding compound plastics. Steering is hydraulically assisted rack and pinion with 2.3 turns lock to lock and a 37.7 foot turning circle. Wheels are 16 by 8 inch bright silver painted sport 5-spoke cast aluminum wheels with 215 60R16 Goodyear Assurance tires front and rear. Brakes are ventilated discs front and rear and can halt the Firebird from 60 miles per hour to 0 in 115 feet. Oddly, these are not the chrome wheels that the original window sticker states this vehicle has. In 1997, for the 1998 model year, the Firebird received a mid-cycle refresh and ultimately its last redesign. The car retained the iconic retractable headlamps that were unique to the Firebird Camaro platform. The new headlamps now feature quad halogen beam units, and the cars also feature new hoods and front fascias with updated twin nostril intakes, keeping in line with the Pontiac styling trend of the late 90s. Down below, newly restyled circular fog lamps and turn indicators reside in their aerodynamically designed pods. The final Firebird rolled off the line on August 31st, 2002 as a bright red Trans Am convertible. It is on display currently at the GM Heritage Museum in Sterling Heights, Michigan. Alright, no smart key access system here, but what we do have is remote keyless entry. And opening the lightweight door reveals a very unique interior. As stated previously, this is the convertible only color combination. The coupes could not have the white seats. Inside is actually very nicely appointed, especially for this time frame, although it does utilize a lot of GM hard plastics, as you can see the crack in the door. However, this insert is a really nice perforated white leather. Of course, we do have the power equipment group with power windows, power mirrors, and power door locks. This vehicle is also equipped with the very nice Monsoon sound system. It is a 7-band graphic equalizer with 9 speakers and a 500-watt amplifier. On the dashboard you have your panel dim, your headlamp control, fog lamp control. Down below the yellow button is your trunk release, hood release here. And this vehicle is equipped with 6-way power seats. You've got manual seat back adjust. Overall, the seats are very comfortable in this car. They're very supportive. And take a look at the seats. It is the Prado leather. Overall condition of these seats is very good, considering this car is 21 years old. Alright, now we're going to pan through the interior and show more details. As you can see here, nice, fluid, easy to use, hydraulically assisted power steering with a leather wrapped steering wheel. The steering wheel is a tilt steering wheel. It does feature audio controls. Typical GM multifunction stalk here. You have your integrated cruise control switch as well as your turn signal, high beams, and wiper washer controls. A full complement of gauges, which is very easy to read, and in the Firebird, they are backlit red at night. Alright, and taking a look over the top of the dash, as you can see, it's actually in really good shape. It's not faded, cracked, or warped. Typical F-Body dashboard. On the Firebird, we have circular air vents. Down below, we have the Monsoon CD changer with the 7-band graphic equalizer. And down below, single zone manual actuated air conditioning controls. Here is your top button. You've also got an ash receiver, cup holder. You also have a 12-volt power point down there. An additional cup holder. Nice amount of storage in the center armrest with a coin holder. Overall, I've always liked the interiors of these cars. They're very sporty yet very comfortable, very well laid out, pretty ergonomic for the time. Overhead we have a manually dimming rearview mirror. It does feature integrated reading lights. And the sun visors are pretty basic. They're just cloth covered with vanity mirrors, no lights or anything. They just swing out. There's no slide out extensions. Alright, let's take a look at the rear seat. Easiest way to get in the rear seat is by unlooping the seat belt through the guide. And down below you can lift the seat up by unlatching that lever. As you can absolutely see here, it does have a bench seat, but the seat bottoms are individual buckets. You've also got 2 cup holders. It is also illuminated for easier entry and exit at night. And the seat back does fold. It folds nice and flat into the floor well. However, there is no trunk access for this. Overall, the rear seats are temporary for adults. And the luggage compartment can be opened with the yellow release button below the driver's knee bolster or the key fob button. And while the luggage area on the convertibles are less spacious than the coupes, it's not bad considering. The top lies in its own well and does not impede on trunk space. The opening has a very high lift-over height and the trunk is deep. It is fully lined and carpeted and features a capacity of 7.6 cubic feet. The coupes feature 12.9 cubic feet, 33.7 cubic feet with the rear seats completely folded in the coupes. Unfortunately, the rear seats fold but do not access luggage area. Alright, now that we got the convertible top up, let's take a look at it. It's an odd combination actually with the pewter body. One would expect to have a black top, but as you can see, this top is actually in really nice shape. It does feature a glass rear window with rear window defroster. That was standard equipment on all Firebird and Camaro models. But overall, the top's in really good condition. Not the color I would pick, but still looks good. And this does conclude our in-depth walk-around look at this 1999 Pontiac Firebird. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews. Also, check out Instagram at BrensoJ1. Of course, as always, thanks for watching.